Perfect. And so the two, so Dan, Paul, and David, you already created characters, didn't she?
Yes.
I
Cool. Can you and I'm just gonna look and see because there should be three spare with the cancellation. Let me see. Okay, Will. Did Adam just cancelled? So his three characters, Karako the dog, Yurik Crotongue, and Drusilla the younger should all be up for grabs. Do you see them in the Google Doc or in the characters channel?
Yes. Yeah. So should I choose one?
Nope, you're going to be controlling all three. It's a funnel. So if you look at the hit points, you're all very, very, very weak.
Mhm.
In fact, you're level 0 characters. So you haven't even gotten to the point where you could uh, withstand a gentle breeze. So the way funnels work, it's a little bit is the idea is that your characters are almost like lives in a video game, and that each time, and that basically instead of hit points, you have characters, and part of the fun is seeing which of them, if any, survive at the end of it. So it's a kind of a high mortality thing.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So yeah, is everyone ready to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay, perfect. So you come from a diversity of backgrounds. An imperial courtier who drunkenly spoke her mind, a barbarian warrior captured by Caesar's legions, a senator whose republican leanings made him the object of suspicion, a thief whose luck ran out. Regardless, you have all, in one way or the other, fallen foul of Caesar, the emperor, known for his bizarre and strange predilections, his mercurial temperament, and his tyranny. So you've all found yourself bound, blindfolded, taken on a long journey, and you have absolutely no idea where. You feel yourself stirring as you begin to emerge out of the drugged haze that you've spent quite some time in. I'm going to say that for now, all of you are blindfolded, but I'm going to say that Emilianus the criminal and Titus the scion, you guys notice that the ropes binding your hands have come loose. And what all of you notice to a person is strange noises coming from somewhere to your east. You see, it sounds like maybe bars rattling or an animal breathing very heavily. And you also notice just how cold and tepid wherever you are seems. So, what are you guys doing?
So we're all tied. We're all bound.
Except for Emilianus and
Uh-huh.
Titus, who have found that their bindings have come loose and you can actually move your arms a bit.
But we aren't gagged. We can speak.
Oh yeah, you're not gagged or anything. You can all speak. You can all hear fine. And in fact, you're probably all maybe a bit curious, a bit worried about those strange kind of animal sounds that seem to be coming quite close somewhere to the east of you.
Okay. Are we? Sorry, you were cutting out a bit. Are we blindfolded?
You are currently blindfolded, all of you.
Are we indoors or outdoors?
You would guess because there's no real breeze. There's a smell like as you kind of emerge from the kind of drugged haze, you get this real horrible stench that feels like motionless air, like maybe a cavern or something like that. Um, and again, and in particular, a real stink like a midden heap, which seems to be coming from somewhere from the east. And you hear this noise as well, this sort of the sound of like something rattling, like metal rattling.
I would try to use what is presumably a distraction for our captors to take my blindfold off and kind of scout the room to see if anyone is looking or paying attention to us.
Which character is doing that?
Emilianus.
Okay, perfect. So Emilianus, you take off your blindfold and immediately you're hit with the light. This room is actually quite brightly lit. There's 4 torches burning in sconces. You don't see your captors. You don't see your captors at all. What you do see is 11 other people, from their clothes, from like a fairly diverse backgrounds, men, women, and otherwise, all in the same position as you. You don't see any guards. You don't see any soldiers like the soldiers who abducted you. And as you take your blindfold off, you also become aware that the trashing and groaning sound that you've heard, those animal noises, is coming from a barred window on the eastern side of the room. I'm just going to, on roll 20, I'm just going to hang it there. 2 seconds.
Okay. Since we're not being observed, I would start undoing the bonds on the other trapped people.
Okay, that's going to take about 1 turn. Are you happy to do that?
Yeah. In the meantime, other people can do stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. So you do that, and the rest of you, all your characters are no longer blindfolded, and you are freed from your bonds. So what you can see as you do that are obviously each other. You also see a door in the northern wall, so this room is quite cramped. There's that smell of too many bodies in too little space. And just to the east, this barred window, this creature, which you now get a better look at without your blindfolds on, you can see that he is like, it is a creature you've never really seen before. So it's standing upright on 2 legs, as the head of a boar and the body of a man. He's huge. This creature is extremely tall, powerful, muscular, and he's sort of grunting and sort of just looks furious. Rattling the cage, rattling the bars on the barred window, and you can see that the barred windows are actually the bars on the windows. They're not going to collapse at any moment or anything, but they are starting to come loose under pressure from the strength of this strange creature.
Do we see an exit somewhere?
Yeah, there is an exit to the north. The door is actually wide open. Let me just. Yeah, so right there. And if you look out, you can actually see that there's a corridor going down, and you can see as far out that exit that it leads to some sort of intersection. And again, it's all some sort of intersection, though everything beyond the room you're currently in is in pitch darkness. so you can barely make that out on the strength of the torches and the sconces here where you are.
And
I
is
pick
it
up one
is
of
it
the
op-
torches. Oh, sorry. Go on.
is it open to the east, or is
The
there a
east,
wall
there's
there?
not. There's a wall there, and in the middle of the wall is like a barred window, maybe 3 by 3 feet. And on the other side of that barred window is that monstrous creature trying to break through.
All right. And what's the scale of squares? The big squares and little squares?
Yeah, it's a bit awkward on this. I'm going to say the small squares are. Hang on. Yeah, yeah, that works. That scale works. I'll go with that. So it's about 15 feet by 20 feet. This room you're currently in.
I say we get out of here. My characters look at the rattling cage and they start feeling scared, so they wish to exit this room, and maybe we can shut the door behind us. This door, right? Because you said that there's a door here.
Yeah, there's an open door.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Yeah, the idea is that you'll go out and then try it and like close it behind you, secure it in some way.
That's my idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's grab. I think grabbing torches was a really good idea. It's the closest thing we've got to a weapon. How many torches are there?
There's 4 in this room, all lit.
All right, I'd say 4 strongest guys grab a torch.
Mm-hmm. I suppose we don't have all the equipment on us, right?
No, so you did have stuff that was seized earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You've no idea where that currently is. You just have one or maybe your clothes and maybe 1 or 2 small items that'll be on your character sheets.
Okay. One of my characters grabs a torch, and I assume everybody else also grabs a torch. Every group.
Yeah, I got.
Zegovax Gallus grabs a torch.
Yep.
Okay,
Sounds
perfect. Okay, and so you're leaving this room and heading north.
Yes.
Yep.
And we wish to shut the door behind us. If we can bar it somehow, that would be even better.
But the beast is in a cage already, no?
Yeah, but the bars are shaking.
Not for long.
Yeah.
So it's not so much a cage as a barred window, and it looks like he's in like an adjoining room. But currently he seems to be caged. But as you glance behind on the way out, you can see that the bars are starting to weaken. So just as you step into the corridor, before you try to secure the door, we're not going to do like a full marching order for 12 characters. But could someone tell me just who's taking the lead? What 1 or 2 characters would be at the front, and what 1 or 2 characters would be at the back?
One of my characters, Numerius, is going to take the lead. Numerianus the Colonus.
Perfect. And who's bringing up the rear?
I can be on the Ulrich Krautank.
And
Archer,
Emilianus, the
you're
criminal.
Emilianus, you're at the back with Ulrich, is it?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. And is there anyone up front with Numerius?
Yeah, Zegovax will be up in the front rank.
Perfect. Okay, so you step through the door and find yourselves in this corridor here. So 2 seconds. Yeah, you find yourselves in this corridor in this corridor. You mentioned, so you close the door behind you. It's a sturdy enough kind of oak door. Can you tell me how you're trying to secure it? Like what you're using or how you're trying to do that?
Well, is there something around? Does it have a
Can
like
we
a board
can
or
we break a
something?
torch over our knee?
What about the ropes that bound us? Couldn't we just tie it up with that?
Yeah, I was thinking if we
Uh,
split a torch in half over our knee and use that end rope to. Does it have a handle? I'm assuming of some kind.
it does, yeah. It's like a metal ring that you can pull on.
Yeah, so we basically wedge it with the spike somehow, and yeah, if we can get. Having a hard time imagining this.
So breaking one of your torches would involve losing, would involve like
Oh, right,
sacrificing
okay.
a torch.
Okay. Never mind then.
Any other ideas? How you because you do have rope, the rope that was binding you. I would say every character has 10 foot of rope from that if you want to do something with it.
So, does the door have rings or something?
Yeah. Maybe we can just get rid of the ring. Just
I
break
think
off the ring. I mean, there's so many of us that by the time people explore the intersection, other people in the back can have a chance to just rip off the ring.
Okay, yeah, nope, that's fine. So I'm going to say it takes one turn for the people at the rear to rip the ring off the door. Um, those at the front who emerge into the intersection, what you see is a moment. Okay. So you reach the intersection. Uh, you can have a look around, right? And you see just to the left of you is a portcullis, which is the door there on the left. Beyond that, you can just see her at the edge of the torchlight is a woman weeping. And then the other two corridors, the one to the north, um, just at the edge of your torchlight, it just looks like another large room. And similarly, from this distance, we'll say at the intersection, the room to the right here, is just a large room. Right now, from this distance, you can't really judge much about it. But there doesn't seem to be any individuals or people there. So yeah, you've got the corridor to the north, corridor to the east, which incidentally kind of smells like roses. And then you've the corridor to the west, the short corridor leading to a rusty portcullis, behind which you can see a woman weeping.
What are you
Yeah.
cut out on the smell? What was that smell to the east?
It smells like roses, smells like flowers.
And is the portcullis up or down?
Portcullis is currently down.
Numerius wants
And
to
behind
go to the portcullis and have a better look at the woman, if it is a woman, because
Okay.
we only hear a woman crying, right?
No, you could see her. You could make
Okay.
her out by the torchlight.
Yeah.
So you see, as you get up closer, you see that she's not alone in there. She's the only living thing in there. But you can actually make out behind this filthy, emaciated woman in tattered silk finery. You can actually see just next to her two uh, skinny male corpses, younger men. This lady, it's hard to tell because she's covered in so much dirt and she looks so sickly and emaciated that it's hard to gauge like her age, but you'd guess she's at least 40. The two male corpses who are lying down next to her on the grimy flagstones are much younger. You'd put them maybe in their early 20s. And she is barely aware of your presence. She kind of half looks up, but she's weeping, she's crying, she's seems just barely aware of your presence.
Is there?
Yeah, go ahead.
But there's life in her eyes. She doesn't look like she's undead, does she?
There's nothing about her that would give you the impression of being undead. When you say life in her eyes, I mean she's breathing. You get a glance at her eyes and they look just like, how'd I put it?
Are they
Milky,
wet with
wet.
tears?
They are wet with tears, yeah.
Should we try to lift this portcullis?
First, I would like to call out to her, not very loud, because I don't know if there's anybody else here in this area. And I say to her, "Hey, ma'am, what's your name?"
She looks up at you, and you can see that she's probably quite dehydrated. Like her skin's quite is almost like parchment. Like she clearly hasn't had anything to drink in a very long time. And she looks up at you, and she just goes, "Who are you? Spirits of the dungeon, spirits of Caesar. Lies. Others have come. They've come here for Petronella. They've come here to mock her. Why do you come? Why do you come to mock strangers?"
We have not come to mock. We are prisoners here, but we don't know where exactly. What is this place?
She starts kind of giggling. We're beneath Caesar's villa. They're fools who must have been angry. My boys, beautiful boys. They made him angry, and look at them now.
So you were a bit cut there. You repeat.
You cut out a
sorry.
little bit.
So
we heard that we are under Caesar's villa.
Yeah, that's something about the boys you were saying.
She looks down at the corpses and she goes, my boys, Caesar, he took my boys from me."
And these skeletons lying there, are they your boys?
"Yes, they're my sons. Why did you call them skeletons? Why did you call them skeletons?" She seems to be getting like quite worked up by that.
And what did Caesar do to them?
She kind of looks down. She goes, "He gave my boys a room to sleep in, but he didn't give them food, and he didn't give them water, and now they're sleeping. But we're safe here. We're safe. We're safe from the creature here. My boys."
We're safe from what? You cut out.
Safe and sound. Safe
safe
from
and
the
sound.
creature.
What creature?
Do you not hear him? Even now he
Oh.
comes.
You mean
He comes.
the pig creature?
Yes, he does look like a pig. He's Caesar's boy. Caesar feeds his enemies to the creature, and the creature is happy.
But he did not feed you yet.
Say it again?
He did not feed you to the creature. He spared you. Maybe Caesar likes you.
Yes, he must do. He must do. Yes, Caesar will realize his error. He'll come for me and my boys. He'll realize it was a mistake. He'll realize it was a mistake. In the meantime, we're safe here. We can, but you're not. You're not safe at all.
And how can we get inside so we are also safe?
You're not allowed in. This isn't your home.
Right, sorry.
She starts getting very agitated again.
Sorry, I didn't want to intrude on your home.
And to be clear, Domino, you do not wish to be rescued. You want to stay there.
I cannot leave while the creature lives. I'd be like you, doomed to die.
Very well. I'm sorry for your losses, lady.
Do we hear anything from the other side, like monster coming or trying to come?
Yeah.
Well,
What's the situation?
For the moment, you don't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should not
I think we
stay.
need to get a move on.
Yeah. The question is where. Do
Can
we
we
hear or do we feel anything from either the north or the east, like any breeze or something? Or
Well, the monster was east, so we should probably not head there.
Yeah.
no. So the monster was here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, do we hear or feel anything from the north or from the east from these corridors?
You feel a draft from the north.
Yeah.
From the east, not so much. From the east, it's just that smell of roses.
Mm-hmm. A draft could be a good sign that there's an exit. But then again,
Yeah.
I'm also intrigued by the roses. Why would there be roses here?
Maybe we can send like 2 or 3 people to check.
Sending them like in one of the one direction just to scout, like.
Yeah, because we have nine people, right? So
I
we
think we have
just
12. No?
12.
Or 9?
12.
12, yeah.
12. Yeah. We have Cannon Fodder.
Perhaps like I have the Drusilla the younger, the courtier. She moves towards west, where the east, where the roses come. Smell of the
Yeah,
roses.
sure.
Does she see something in that room?
Yes. So, as she goes a little bit further, she can see it's a larger room, which is with no door on either side, connecting through to another one just beyond it. As you kind of approach the room a bit more closely, the thing that jumps out to you is the fact that, get it here. Yeah, that the passageway seems to be empty, but you notice 2 things. So one is that the smell of roses becomes much stronger. You also notice that both the northern and southern walls of the passageway, there's dozens, perhaps even hundreds of bloody scratches in the northern and southern walls.
Mm-hmm.
But no remainings, any skeletons or anyone.
Not that you can see, no.
Bloods are fresh or
You'd have to enter the room. I'm kind of assuming that you're
yeah.
outside of it. You'd have to enter the room to kind of get a better look.
Yeah, so I'm in the corridor now, and then maybe I'll just whisper what I see to the others. So,
Mhm.
what do you guys think?
Numerius is feeling very brave and very suicidal, so he would like to go to, like, here, the northern wall, let's say, to look a bit closer at the markings.
Okay, so it's Numerius who's doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, and you go on your own, Numerius, or is there anyone coming with you?
Yeah, so
none of my other party members now.
yeah, do we still have follows him?
Yeah, all 12 of you are currently alive right at this current exact moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just Nemirius or anyone else?
Actually, before Numerius steps into the room, he would like to pick up. Maybe there's a bit of debris on the ground, a small rock or something, and throw it at the wall.
Yeah, you throw the rock at the wall. It bounces off. Nothing unusual happens.
Okay. Numerius steps lightly into the room.
Okay, and it's that top left corner you're checking in. You're checking
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you do that, nothing happens. You get closer to the wall, and you see that the bloody fingerprints, they're about knee level. There's lots and lots of them, but you don't really see any up high. It's like that they're all like at knee level and below.
Something crawling made these marks, apparently. Maybe an animal?
Those markings, hard to tell. It's hard to tell if it was an animal. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. Numerius is a colonus, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, you recognize them as made by human fingernails. You work with a lot of animals, like livestock and so on. So when you see these scratches, you can tell that they were definitely made by human fingernails.
Interesting. And they're all at knee level and below.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Numerius would like to turn back.
Okay. Yeah, you join the rest of the party. I'm assuming about here.
Yeah. By the way, if you hold the left mouse button, you can ping.
Okay, I haven't used this
Yeah,
in ages.
with the select cursor, with the cursor, right?
Oh, well, hang on.
And if
Yeah.
you hold shift at the
perfect.
same time, it will also move everyone's view on that area.
Oh, perfect. I didn't realize about the shift thing. Okay, perfect.
I also
Yeah,
didn't
so
know about the shifting, and I've been playing for 12 years on this system. So. On this
okay,
platform.
perfect. So Numerius safely went to this corner and returned to the intersection to the rest of you. And yeah, Numerius is alive and well, which is great. Good news for Numerius.
Yay!
So no exit to the north or west. Looks like east is our only choice.
There is an exit to the north. I'm going to say that you're. Let me just. Your torchlight goes maybe about this far, and yeah, so you can see that there is an exit on the far side of the room, but from where you are at the moment, you can't really make out the details of that room other than it seems empty. You don't see anything moving around in there or anything like that.
So what does the northern room look like?
Are you heading up there or
Yeah.
kind of just looking from where you are?
just looking.
Okay, perfect. So as you head north, you look across the room, and the thing that jumps out at you and that you figure out from just looking at it is that the draft was coming from this room. Specifically, there is a huge, deep chasm that spans the entire length of that spans the entire length of the room. So it wasn't clear from where you were, but as you get closer, you can realize that basically all of this is basically black chasm. You can see that on the far side of the chasm there is what looks like another room, though you can't make out the details. And you also notice that in the middle of the room, in the center of the chasm, there is a floating mace.
It floats in the air.
Yeah, it's about foot level. It just seems to be
Mm-hmm.
stopped above the chasm in the very center of the room.
I would like to
Hovering
drop.
enticingly.
Yes, I would like to drop a pebble or something, a rock, here in front.
Sure. So you drop it, and incidentally, that's just with those actions. I'm going to call that another turn. So you drop a pebble and you listen closely, and a few seconds later, you hear a distant, like, good. You'd guess from that it is about 60 feet deep, the chasm. And as you do that, you hear a noise. You hear a noise from beyond the chasm. In that other room, you hear these sort of. Actually, no, sorry, not from there. So as you're kind of checking that out, the rest of you at the intersection, you hear these sort of growled lamentations somewhere behind you. To the south, you hear this sort of like. Excuse me. These sort of growled lamentations coming from somewhere to the south.
How wide is the chasm?
It's about let me see there on Roll20 actually. Give me 2 secs.
15?
So yeah, 15 feet across
5
and 30 feet long. So basically, this is the kind of the
Oh, so the
size
whole
of the
room.
chasm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
Correct. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Numerius
My guys
yeah.
near the back
No,
will
go
start
ahead.
running east.
And the mace, we cannot touch the mace, or it's
Yeah.
too far.
It's
Numerius
too far to reach.
would like to
There's
do
no.
the following. Would like to try to like step in the void, just to put his foot in the void, let's say in the chasm.
Okay.
Try to
So just
feel.
directly in front of you, like?
Yeah, he doesn't want to jump or anything, just to to put his foot there.
Yeah. You put your foot down and you nearly stumble as it just
Okay.
touches air.
Okay, guys, let's go go to the other passage.
Check to the right and left. Just make sure there's not like a little shelf going around.
You don't see any.
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
No. Go on.
No, so someone was saying about checking to the left and the right there.
Yeah, that's Paul speaking. And check to the left and right. Just make sure there isn't like a shelf along the edge of the chasm.
Okay.
No, it's very sheer. It's like literally wall and then air.
And above, what's the ceiling of this?
Same as the rest of the place, just worked stone about 10 foot above. Same as the corridor you just came in from.
Are the sounds from the south getting louder? or
They are indeed. So, and you can see behind you to the south that the door you shut, where you ripped the ring off it, you can see that starting to, like something's trying to break through.
yeah, I say we run through here.
Okay, perfect. So are you legging it that way? Is that the call here?
Any other ideas?
Yeah,
Yep.
what was the on the north most? What can we see on the northmost?
You mean like let me get up there.
Yeah, so here, yeah.
Here, you could see that there was another room through there, like the chasm stops and there was definitely floor there. You couldn't really make out much of the details of the room beyond there.
Yeah.
But just that there was one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking maybe if we can like throw some of us at least through the to the other side, and maybe half of us survive. But yeah, let's try the east first.
Yeah. And there's nothing here on these walls or on the ledge here that we could tie some of our rope, right?
No, it's kind of smooth worked stone. There
Okay.
isn't any like, hooks or kind of anything like that, unfortunately.
If there wasn't that creature behind us, I would have proposed that one of us could climb down. But since we have a guest, I say we get a move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We're running
Of
east.
course, if we climb down, the pig would have to either come jump down or not get us. Pig man, he's got arms and legs. But we'll stay together.
Okay, so you're running to the east, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. So tell me, who are the first four people? So I know Numerius and Segovax are at the front. Who are the next two characters behind them running east?
Araggio, the dog. Yeah.
Okay. Carico the dog, and the next person running east.
I guess Juliana.
Cool. All right. So Numerius, Segovax, Caraco, and Juliana are Leggett run run across the room. As Numerius reaches the very center of the room, because as you in your mad dash for safety, Numerius,
Yeah.
you
Saving
hear
throw.
Numerius, you hear a click.
Oh. Okay.
I need you hear a click.
Yeah.
Then suddenly, I'm going to say Nemirius, Segovax, Caraco, and Juliana. You all get a bit of shock as the floor starts retracting into the wall. And as you look down at your feet, you can see as the wall retracts, you can see that that smell of roses. There seems to be like a in the pit, I guess, beneath the room. It appears to be filled to the walls with rose petals, like maybe 14, 16 feet deep. and as the wall retracts, you all plummet in there. So Numerius, Segovax, Caraco, and Juliana, the floor retracts, and you find yourselves suddenly drowning in rose petals. You look up as suddenly you look up to see the rest of your companions looking in fright as the four of you basically disappear. So the rest of you who are not currently suffocated on roses, what you do as you're exiting suddenly as the floor suddenly retracts and four of your companions fall into this pit of roses. What are you doing? I'll also mention that you can see splinters and cracks falling on the door to the south. I'm going to say Yorick and Emilianus can see that just as you're coming around the intersection's turn.
Show us where the pit opened up.
Yeah, basically, how big is it?
It is literally the length of the room, so that's the pit right now.
So the whole room is a pit.
Correct, yes. The entire floor in that room has retracted into the southern wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it went from north to south.
Correct, yes.
So what's the status with the guys down in the petal bath?
They are currently suffocating to death on rose petals. I'm going to say you've got one turn to do something if you want to do something to help them. There's other actions you can take as well. But I'm going to say right now you have one turn before Numerius, Segovax, Caraco, and Juliana die of fatal rose petal inhalation.
Can we try throwing some of the rope to help them get back out?
How much did we say? About 10 foot of rope each you had?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to give you a chance to do that. So I'm going to say for everyone that's in the pit, a rope is thrown down to you.
Yeah.
I want each one of you to roll D20 under dexterity for that character and tell me if it succeeds or fails.
I have 8, so probably not, but we'll see. No.
So who failed there? Was that Numerius?
Numerius failed, yeah. You can so there are buttons on the left side of the screen. There's a button that looks like a D20 die. You can use it. You don't have to type the command.
Yeah, I rolled one, so that should be fine.
Nice.
Okay. So Juliana survives.
Yes.
Manages to grab onto the rope. Segovax and Caraco.
Caraco also survives, yeah.
Cool. And Segovax?
No, got 17.
Okay. So Caraco and Juliana, you manage to grab onto the rope as you're pulled out of the pit. You've a really strange moment where you vomit up flower petals, and look behind you as you see Segovax and Numerius, as you see their hands rising up from the rose petals, before their arms retract in and stop moving. As that happens, the floor, which had retracted, suddenly pushes back in. So there is a floor here in this room again. So you've lost your first two companions. As that happens, I'm going to say Yorick and Emilianus, Based, I'm going to say year maybe around here at the back of the group. You turn around as the oak door here splits into splinters, and the strange boar-headed creature stands in the hallway. He sees you. His eyes flash for a moment. His nostrils. You get a better look at it this time. This creature, boar-headed, hooves of a horse. He's naked with like this dangling phallus, just sort of dangling down. He's unclothed except for a belt with a short sword in it. And as he sees you, as he makes eye contact with Uric and Emilianus, fresh from the shock of losing two of your companions to rose petal suffocation, the creature grunts and starts running towards you, shouting, "Love me!" And that's where we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, all right?
Okay.
Sure.
All right, perfect. Yep. Cool. Yep. So I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. If people just want to get a drink, use the toilet, do whatever, I'll see you back here in 5 minutes, all right?
Sure.
Okay.
Cool. Perfect. All right. See you guys in a few.
Are you guys familiar with DCC?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hey guys. So, everyone good? Everyone ready?
Yep.
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 Perfect. All right. So, quick recap. Numerius and Segavac have just died choking on rose petals in this chamber here. Uh, as just as they died, and just the rest Juliana, floor fracted again, so there's no longer a pit here, it's now floor again. Down here, the doors burst open, and the creature is currently legging it towards towards the party, which is going to be Uric and Emilianus because they're bringing up the rear. And I'm going to say, so I'm just going to roll for initiative for the creature in here.
You can also use the dice button.
Okay, so the creature has an initiative of 4. And I'm going to say, David, do you want to roll for the party?
No,
Okay.
can someone else do it?
Okay, so I'll say, Emilianus, you turn around as this creature roaring, "Love me!" comes at you, raising his short sword above his head. And I'm just going to.
I thought he was raising something else. It's okay.
Oh, what did you think he was saying?
Never mind.
So it's "love me" is what he's shouting.
Yeah,
Um, so he swings his short sword. So he swings his short sword at 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 Uric. So does a okay, that's a natural 20. Um,
Oh, he's
uh,
dead.
so how many hit points does Uric have?
2.
Okay, so he dies twice with that hit. So Uric's the creature just chops Uric's head clean off, and then he reveals his sharp teeth, and he's going to try and bite Emilianus. So does a does
Probably.
an 18 hit Emilianus?
Yeah.
Okay. So Emilianus takes 1 point of damage.
Oh, okay. Still alive.
yay.
All right. So that's the creature's turn. So that's the creature's turn. Now what are you guys doing? Um, I'll probably mention that that I don't think any of you have weapons at this stage.
No.
Okay.
I
So what are you
I
guys doing?
pretend I pretend I'm into him biting me.
Emilianus does this?
Yes.
Okay. Um, hard to gauge his reaction, hard to read the facial expressions of a pig creature.
I think that's fair, yeah.
Uh,
So he still does seem to be in combat and aggressive.
yeah. Can we try to run away? Antonius has an idea. He would like to move to walk here near the wall.
Can you ping that again?
Yeah, he would like to walk
Mhm.
by the wall here. He doesn't want to run straight through the center of the room. He would like to, like, I don't know,
Okay.
hug the wall or something. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So what's your and which character is doing that again?
His real name is Antonios Kosmas. He's a Greek, but he's a spy, so his spy name is Antonius Custos.
Okay, so Cosmas, if you're hugging the wall along
Yeah.
here
Mm-hmm.
and moving carefully,
Yeah.
it doesn't trigger the pit. And in fact, because you're moving slowly and carefully, you kind of realize in the center of the room, and this is also your memories of seeing what happened to your companions. It looks like to you that there is sort of pressure place. As you're gingerly moving around edges, you're avoiding it, and you get kind of across the room without triggering the trap that took two of your companions.
Yeah, so there's a pressure plate, right? You broke off a little bit.
Correct. Yeah, there's a pressure plate
Okay.
in the center of the room, which Numerius would have set off when he was sort of dashing to kind of get it quickly across.
Mhm.
You know.
Uh, I would like to tell my other companions, guys, come over here. Walk next to the wall and avoid the pressure plate in the center.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
we do that.
Mm.
Calaco and Tuisila, maybe one taking the north, one taking the south route.
Titus Pulo, my other character, is going to take the northern route just as Antonius.
Okay, so they're just kind of moving around the northern side of the room, hugging the wall,
Yeah,
and there's others going to go this way.
yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Emil- Emilianus.
Yeah.
This will probably take a while because we're all being careful. So I think
Yes.
Emilianus will, I guess, try to give them a fighting chance and not do the what's it called, retreat north, basically, hoping
Okay.
there is some kind of an illusion that there is some kind of floor here.
Try jumping, I
But
don't know.
yeah, but basically, if I try to go, I'm still gonna be next to him, and now he's also in the room. Oh no, sorry, wait. Yeah, basically, my hope is either way, he will fall into one of these holes. So
Okay, so you're trying to lead the monster. Emilianus is trying to lead the monster north towards the chasm,
yes,
is this?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Emilianus, that would be your movement. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? Just because you're the most immediately threatened by the creature right now?
Can he also try to do like a running jump? I don't know, maybe over towards the mace?
How far in is the mace?
The mace is in the center, so yeah, about 15 feet.
Okay, that doesn't sound very likely.
What's his dex?
Awful.
Awful, huh?
Five decks. I would like to basically brace for an attack. I don't know, because this is like a charging guy. I know he uses a sword, but basically on the edge of the thing, just try to brace for an attack and somehow make him fall into the chasm. By like staying low and trying to focus on, going for one of the creature's legs and like pulling them over the edge.
Okay. So we say pulling him over the edge, like with you, or just trying to maybe like push him over, like I don't know how to
Well,
describe it, trip
the
him,
the
or
latter, obviously, but it's probably gonna be at best the former.
okay, all right. We'll come back to Emilianus then, right? So I'm going to say the rest of you moving carefully east, managed to make it into this room here. I'm just going to quickly describe it before we come back and see how Emilianus's heroic actions resolve themselves. So, as he carefully avoid the pressure plate that led to your companions' deaths, you find yourself in the next room. This is not a so the walls, floors, ceilings are completely soaked in bloodstains, old and new. You see about 24 bloody, partially devoured corpses which crowd the small space. And they absolutely stink. It's the stench of death. But it's actually nothing compared to an even worse stench that is coming from beyond this door. You also notice that there is a passage leading to the north, from where you can hear water dripping. So we'll come back to the rest of the party. You make your way to the edge of the corridor, to the edge of the chasm, and just from what you're kind of to do here is for the monster to charge at you, and then you're going to try and force him to fall into the pit, something along those lines.
That would be the dream, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So your plan works, Emilianus. The creature barrels straight through the intersection as your companions dash towards safety. So I'm going to say a few things, right? The creature appears to be familiar with the dungeon and presumably the hazards of the dungeon, right?
Yeah.
And would be familiar with the chasm. He's also, as you probably guessed from what Petronella has told you, got experience of hunting and eating humans. What I'm going to say is I'm going to roll a d6 in roll 20. I'm going to say there's a 1 in 6 chance that the creature charges and your plan works. But if it's a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, the plan doesn't work. He kind of figures out what you're up to, and rather than charging at you, he slows down and attacks. Does that sound like a fair way of resolving it to people?
Yeah, I would do the same way.
Perfect. So I'm just going to roll it, and we're going to be crossing our fingers for a 1.
Oh, it was so close.
Very close. Okay. So, oh shit, I should have rolled for initiative. Sorry, I always forget to roll round by round initiative, but that's fine. So he's going to attack you. Emilianus with his sword does an 8 hit.
Yep, that's my AC.
Wow.
Ooh.
I have 1 HP, so.
Okay. Emilianus, for a moment, it feels as if your plan is working. The creature is barreling towards you. When he's about 10 feet from you, you see something like the light of realization in his eyes as he suddenly slows down to a complete stop, pulls out his short sword, and thrusts it directly through Emilianus's torso, and Emilianus falls backward into the pit. So we've lost another prisoner. The rest, so the rest of you, ye saw Emilianus lead the creature away. I'm not entirely sure what's of him. you as by leading him this way, you did break line of sight. So break line of sight. So you're in a so his sacrifice has actually put you guys in a much better position. So you find yourself in this room covered in blood. There's corpses everywhere. Um, there's a smell that's somehow worse than the smell of dozens of corpses coming from the south through this door. And as you look to the north, as you glance up that way, you can see it's actually leading into a very large chamber. Uh, and you can actually see natural light in that chamber, which is good because your torches are going to be running out pretty soon unless you find new ones. So what are you guys doing?
I kind of don't want to go near the door to the south. Let's try to move carefully. So there's natural light here, right?
Correct, yeah. And do you know what you've got? It's not actually that far away. If you'd like, you can use one of your characters to get a better look at that room if you'd like.
Yeah, Antonius would like to move a little bit further. Yeah, you'd like to go over here to the exit and have a look around.
So you do that. This is an enormous chamber. So talking about 40 feet across and 35 feet long. At the other end of that chamber, you can see that there is a doorway and that there's another doorway on the right side of the chamber. What you also notice about this room is, as you said, the natural light. There's a shaft of bright, shimmering moonlight that is coming from the ceiling. From the ceiling, from above you, you can hear gruff, slurred voices and raucous laughter. Very center of the room here, it looks like rainwater has pooled. So the room is on a slight gradient. So at the very center, let me just paint it a little bit. Like here. It doesn't look that deep, but water has pooled there. And the other thing you notice is that from this room here, there seems to be a torchlight coming, which just looking at my tracker, you guys have about 2 turns before your torches run out.
Is the moonlight on the water?
Yep, the moonlight is being reflected by the pool of water, and it seems the water is reflecting the moonlight from above.
But the shaft is coming down and goes into the water.
When I say shaft, I mean like a ray of moonlight, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So what you notice is in the ceiling of the room, which is about 40 feet up, there's a circular grate, maybe 10 feet by 10 feet, and that's where the rainwater seems to be getting in, and that's where the moonlight is coming from. So you can see the night sky through that grate in the ceiling.
And we hear voices from above.
Yeah, you hear sort of gruff. They sound like could be. It's kind of gruff voices, like sound a little drunk, laughing a lot. Sound like the sort of band. Sounds like it could be soldiers or dockers, that kind of, very sort of very kind of macho, laughing, joking. You hear the occasional bottle smash, and that's coming from the ceiling.
Okay. Do you guys want to check out this room? I think we should just hug the wall like we did last time. Is there anything interesting on the walls?
No, it's smooth worked stone, much like the other walls that you've seen the that you've seen in this place.
By the way, how long do you think it would take us to like search some of the bodies here?
I would say that would take one turn. Well, yeah, it would take one turn to search the bodies. It's dungeon action, you know.
Yeah. I don't know if we should risk it because that thing is still
Yeah.
yeah, it's still there. Emiliano's bravely bought us some time, but I think that we should continue.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
Sure.
Yeah, let's continue.
Okay. When you say continue, where do you want to go, or what do you want to do?
Going, placing the wall and going to the east.
Okay. Wait. Okay. The method here. And
Yeah.
to this room. So a smaller chamber just off the large moonlit one. Luckily, so there is torchlight flickering in this room. Just get here. Yeah, so there are 4 torches flickering in this room, which is good because your torches are one turn away from extinguishing. Um, there's not much else of note in this particular room, except that there does seem to be something written on the wall, daubed with blood on the northern wall. And just to, yeah, so 4 torches and something written in blood on the wall there.
Let me see what it says on the wall.
On the wall, daubed in blood, it says, "The beast hates water."
Mhm.
And
And what do we see here in, in the south?
South, yeah. So just to the south, you see stairs leading down into a chamber that's been that is flooded. So you see that there are rivulets of water pouring in through cracks in the ceiling, and the room, say where the stairs start to the between the stairs, is flooded with about 3 foot of dirty grey water. Um, in that sort of dirty water, a bloated corpse is floating uh, on the water.
Do you guys think we should check the northern exit as well?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we can check
If
that.
we do, he's probably going to catch up with us.
But it can be point of water, maybe.
Well, there's water in the center there, yeah. But if we go, I mean, there's probably something in that water. But if we go across it, we may end his pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I like to throw something in the water, a rock or something, close to that floating corpse.
Yeah, you throw a rock and it splashes in the water. You wait a moment. The surface is disturbed, but no, nothing else.
Maybe we get a torch from the wall, or it's mounted on the wall.
The torches are in sconces, so you can take them off.
Or can we rekindle our torch, or it's already expended?
The ones you have, I'm going to say the next thing you do will be a new turn, and when you do that, your original torches will be extinguished.
Let's.
So yeah,
We can use it as a club still. Or
Oh, good thinking.
Yeah, I wanted to ask the
Let's
same thing.
extend our torch use by putting 2 out, keeping 2 lit,
yeah,
and then we'll have 2 more torches.
makes sense.
Can we use the
Okay,
burned out
perfect.
torches as clubs, or?
Yes, yeah, I can say that's smart thinking. It's not the best weapon in the world, but yeah, you can use them as sort of crude clubs. Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to check the water?
How many torches are mounted on the wall?
Do we even need 2 lit, or maybe even 1 lit is enough? Huh? How many people we are now?
We are 9, I think.
9.
No,
Maybe.
8. 8.
Yeah, there's 8 of you now.
So, Liam, is it enough for the perimeter of 1 torch for 8 people? Or?
With 8 people, I'm going to say you'd need 2 torches lit. I'll say 1 torch per 4 people.
Okay, so we took the torches, but extinguished 2 of them, and 2 of them unlit.
Perfect. Yep. Great. Yeah, you can update your inventory if you'd like. Yep. So yeah, currently there's the 8 survivors. You have 2 fresh torches. So your immediate, I suppose, very immediate concern of being left down here completely in the dark, you're okay for the moment.
Do we hear the pig thing?
Good question. I'm about to find out. Yes, you do. You can hear him. You can hear him screaming, going. You'd guess from about here. So he doesn't have line of sight on you at the moment, but he has just entered that large circular chamber with the water at the center of it. So yeah. So what are you guys doing?
Continuing up north, no?
Marcus Salvius is going to try to walk across the water to the other side.
Okay.
Actually, he'll stick to the edge since that seems to be more successful, and try to get to the far stairs.
Okay. So which character did you say is doing that?
Marcus Salvius Polonicus.
Salvius. Okay, perfect. So the water is not pleasant. As you enter it, it absolutely stinks. You're luckily, because you're kind of hugging the walls, you don't come too close to the bloated corpse that's floating sort of right in the middle of it. That corpse is so decomposed you can't tell age or sex, but you can tell that it's been there a while based on the smell. I'm going to need Marcus Salvius to make a I'm going to need him to roll a d12. So just a d12. Hello?
Sorry. I'm
Oh,
talking
sorry. Yeah,
into
sorry.
mute.
No, I thought my sorry, I thought my sound had gone. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out I was
No.
rolling in the
So
the
in Roll20 on the left side, there is a button that looks
Yeah.
like a D20.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can.
Dice called dice. Yeah. So just
I
click.
see that. I don't understand the 2 through 6 after it, but I can roll
Well,
that.
Okay.
you roll more dice, 3D.
You can just do /R and then write it. It's easy
Yeah,
also.
that's just it.
Okay. No. Okay.
All right.
No,
I
that's
rolled
fine.
But
I
you
rolled
can.
an 8 with my 12.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. So, Marcus Salvius, crossing the water is definitely not a pleasant experience, but you make it across, slightly wet, very stinky, and you find yourself looking down a narrow corridor, and you look behind you at your companions, and you've crossed the water safely. It was about 3 feet deep, so it would have wet your legs and stuff. But yeah, it was unpleasant, but nothing negative occurred to you that while you were crossing.
Okay, we follow him. We follow his footsteps. We follow in his footsteps.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you find yourselves here in this corridor. Do you want to? Do you want to go down beyond the corner, or how are you proceeding? Or
Can we look like behind the corner?
you want to maybe send?
Yeah, Antonius would like to take a peek.
Okay. So yeah, so Antonius comes up to the corner here and takes a little peek. Yeah, so you see, Antonius, that the corridor continues on before opening into a larger chamber with three exits with three exits. From this distance, you can see that that room is. To have a better look here. Yeah, that room. Oh, bear with me a moment. Yeah, that room is very sparsely furnished. You really just see in one corner, in this corner here, you can just make out. Oh, sorry. In this corner here, you can just make out a pile of straw. Not much else in the room, though notably you can see that on the southern exit from the room, the rest of this place so far has been made of worked stone. The southern exit of that room looks a bit more natural, like a cave or a cavern. And from that sort of exit from here, there's sort of an eerie blue light coming from somewhere down here. So the rest of the room is in darkness and you can only really make it out because of your torchlight.
I relate these things to my companions. So, I don't know, maybe we should carefully proceed up to here, maybe? And maybe have a peek to see.
Keep in mind,
yeah,
the boar man can probably come through that door and shortcut his way to us. We never checked if it was locked or not.
Yeah, that's true, but we don't know that. I mean, our characters don't know that.
Like,
I mean,
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, your
Yeah.
characters, I know you're under stress, but like I think the assumption in old school BXD&D is that you're moving carefully and kind of mapping, in this case, I suppose, a mental map. So I think you could, your characters would be smart enough to infer
Okay.
relative locations and figure out the geography and stuff, you know?
Okay. Okay, well then let's move through here to get a better look at this exit.
Sure. So you do that. And you can see that there's a wide, that the wide sort of natural stone curls away. So it seems to be actually quite long, this chamber, and the blue light, you can kind of see the edge of it here. That blue light gets stronger the further it goes in. So I'm assuming at the moment you're just kind of peeking, but it's just that corridor looks, that natural sort of tunnel or corridor seems quite long. And the only other thing in this room is just draw sort of a pile of straw in this corner.
Do we hear the pig again?
Good question. It's about to see if we do.
I couldn't make out that last sentence, and then there's long silence. So I think we're all trying to figure that out. Repeat that last.
Oh, sorry. So I'm just as I said, I was rolling to see if what the creature was up to.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. So as you enter this room, you're being very careful. You all hear a noise from this direction. It sounds like a door being slammed, and then suddenly the creature charges south, appears here, sees you guys. So we're going to roll initiative. So I'll roll for the creature, and whoever wants to roll for the party.
What
A
the
D6.
honors? Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. So the party goes. So you guys can go first. The creature is currently around here. He his face is sticky with blood. You reckon he's probably been eating recently, and he looks very, very angry at the prey who escaped him earlier. What are you guys doing?
Is he still yelling, "Love me"?
He's not shouting at the moment. He's just sort of breathing heavily, and has his hand on his short sword.
Julia Crispiana, calls out to him and says, "Are you truly a son of Caesar? Or
And
I am a scion of Caesar too. Perhaps we are cousins."
the creature looks at you and just sort of just goes, "Father." Still being very aggressive.
Caesar is a grand uncle of mine, so yes, we're cousins. You ask that we love you? Well, I love you as a cousin.
Doesn't really seem to be understanding what you're saying.
But he's not attacking either, huh?
He's not attacking because he rolled first in initiative.
All right.
Okay. I say we make a run for it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. We run.
Where are you running?
Well, towards the blue light.
So you're going south, is it?
Yep.
Okay. So you start running to the south. Two seconds. Okay. So as ye dash towards the south, ye travel through this long natural tunnel. Seems somewhat older than the rest of the dungeon. That tunnel opens into a large, spacious cave, illuminated by hundreds of large bioluminescent mushrooms. So they're glowing blue and illuminating the place in this eerie light. At the center of the cavern, perched upon a heap of piled rocks about here, is a creature, is a shadowy form draped in silken wings. So as you make it to that chamber, it's going to be make it to that chamber. I'm going to say, well, who's at the back of the group?
Oh, good question, because we didn't establish that after our previous
Should
player
have my
died.
mistake. Yeah.
Do we just roll?
Yeah, we have to roll.
Yeah, might as well.
Well, since Julia tried to talk, I would put her at the back. She delayed.
Okay. That would make sense. So Julia tried to reason with the creature while the rest of you sort of started running. So Julia, the creature attacks you with his sword. Does an 8 hit?
One moment. I don't think so. Let's see. No, an 8 does not hit.
Okay, so Julia just manages to duck as the creature swings his short sword at her. Now he's going to try and bite her. Does a 9 hit?
No, needs a 10.
Oh fuck! Okay, so Julia just manages to slip. It just manages to slip the creature, ducking as he tries to bite and slash at her. And Julia catches up with the rest of the party in that chamber. You haven't really breached line of sight, so the creatures can tell where you've gone. And as this chamber you've entered, the one lit by mushrooms with that shadowy form at the center of it perched upon rocks. As you enter it, it appears to be a dead end. So since we're still in combat, I'm just going to roll a d6 to see whether see the creature, and I'm going to say if I will if you want to roll a d6 there for the party to see who wins initiative this round.
Should I roll again for initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's every round.
Yes. Okay, here goes nothing.
Simultaneous.
Yep.
So then I think is it movement rate?
Yes, and your movement rate I think wins out, and you're all I'm assuming 120, 40 is the movement for
Yes.
all.
Yeah.
As any or anything.
Unencumbered.
Yeah, so in that case, the party will get to go first. So you're caught between a rock and a hard place. The creature is about here. You're all gathered in this room, and there is a shadowy form, draped in like black silken wings, sat atop this pile of rocks. And the room is very bright with those sort of glowing lustres.
We can't hear you.
I think he just said, "What do you
sorry,
do?"
The room is bright, and after that, I didn't get anything.
I think he
I'm
said the
going to
room
say-
is.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just going to interpret for you. I think you said the room is bright with the mushrooms, and what do we do next?
Basically, yeah. And that creature of the rocks is kind of stirring.
Gosh, I'm sorry, I got none of that.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, really? Is it not coming through at all? At all?
It's really breaking up. I mean, it comes and goes. Sometimes it's fine, and then it really breaks up. It's crazy.
Could you try to turn off your webcam? Might
Yeah,
consume
I'll do that.
too much bandwidth. Maybe it's better.
Okay.
Maybe it's better. I don't know.
Is that any better?
For now,
We'll have to.
yes.
Let's go. We'll go forward, yeah, and see.
Okay, apologies for that. Yeah. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
How is the ceiling like?
It is about 30 feet up and is a natural cavern with lots of stalactites dangling from the ceiling.
You said the mushrooms make the room glow, right? So they don't look like a normal mushroom.
No, none of you have ever seen anything like these mushrooms before.
Gonna try the diplomatic way again, and Marcus Salvius Polonicus will bend a knee in front of this shadowy creature and say, "Shadowy creature, we are fleeing we're fleeing a beast who is we're on the verge of being killed. I am a senator of Rome, and can reward you handsomely if you save us. Will you rescue us? Will you aid us?"
So the creature spreads its wings, and you see that those enormous cape-like wings were clothing a vaguely feminine figure with icy white skin that appears almost translucent when illuminated. So the being's face is almost featureless. 3 black holes set in alien alabaster flesh. And she looks at you, she looks at the party and goes, "A senator of Rome." "Boy, leave us." So as she says that, the creature that was hunting you, just almost like a child taking instructions, turns around and just calmly walks away. The creature looks at you and looks at you all and goes, "You are doomed, but perhaps tonight you may be of use to me." And that's where we're going to end the session.
Good point to end the session.
Yeah.
So these are going to be 2-hour sessions?
Yes. So I'm still not sure how many it's going to take. I'm guessing maybe maximum 3 more sessions. You actually covered a lot more in this one than I was expecting you to. So yeah, 2-hour sessions is what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's fine by me because here it's 11 p.m. So
Okay, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you must be 2 hours. Are you in Eastern Europe? I'm guessing
yes,
if you're two
yes,
hours ahead of me.
yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll stick to 2 hours. And what we're gonna do, like I think it's just the way it kind of makes sense to do it is that if everyone's okay with it, we're gonna have almost like the PCs being collective property of the participants. It's just because we're going to have different people playing like each week. I just want to run that by you if you're kind of okay with that as an idea.
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, apologies for the technical difficulties. How are you guys finding it so far?
It's really fun.
Cool.
Yeah, very interesting. Like I like the setting.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I like
And
to just run for your life right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's very. Have any of you ever played Lair of the Lamb?
No.
No.
No, but that's like very gothic horror, right?
Yeah, it's more sort of like I guess body horror, but it's yeah, it's a like that kind of format that we're using. I kind of borrowed it from that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I think that's the first kind of one of the earliest ones where I've seen or people made where it's a bunch of squishy peasants running away from something terrifying. But yeah.
This so far has been more DCC meets Lamentations of the Flame Princess than OSC. To be honest.
Okay, in what way? Just in terms of the grottiness, like.
Yeah, the grindhouse type of aesthetic that you made for this adventure. That made me think of Lamentations, and of course the 0 level funnel is a DCC thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's did any of you ever watch I, Claudius, the old BBC series?
Yes.
No.
I read
That's
that. There's a book about it.
I think there's a book, right?
Yeah, Robert Graves.
Yeah, so that's the main influence is like the book, but particularly the BBC TV series. So yeah, but yeah, look, I really appreciate you guys all playing. So we've already got the next session set up. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys during the week. I'm gonna put up a blog post just kind of summarizing the session and just keep you track of who's died and how. So yeah, I'll post that into the channel in the next day or so.
I'll also post the video on my channel tomorrow.
Yep.
Just in case
Okay,
you want
great.
to
Yeah, look forward.
review it.
Might be useful actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
My notes are a bit messy. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you all for the game. Good night. See you next time.
Thank you so much. Ciao.
Okay, great. All right.
Have a good
Nice
one.
meeting you all. All right. Have a good
Nice
night.
meeting you.
Bye.